strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Queen Talks Crime, and I am back with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe if you would like to. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to all my supporters, my members, everybody that subscribed. I love y'all. Shout out to my old members and my new members, my old subscribers, my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. Okay, we got a couple of videos coming back to back this week. Okay, the next couple of videos that I will be posting will be about what's going on with Summer Wells and the new allegations and yeah, all this crazy information that's coming out, and I would love to see Don and Candace's reaction to the new information that's coming out. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to say. What's your comeback? What's your narrative? What you finna pull now? What you finna tell the people, like what's going on? But I feel like we are closer to finding this baby. I said it, but we are getting closer to finding out the truth. I mean, it's gonna come out because multiple people, I believe, is involved and know what happened. So at the end of the day, everybody can't keep their story. Everybody get ways and it does things to you. But anyway, so justice for Summer Wells. I'm going to start off saying that. Justice for this baby. And we're not going to stop until we find this baby. So this video, we're going to analyze these new allegations. Before we analyze the new allegations, let's address. Chris went live. And I told one of my supporters that I was going to, address something because that kind of, weighed on me. He said that Mary, on his live, that Mary had went down and pressed charges on Don Wells when she was 13. See, I knew Jeannie and her mother was going to, but the dad, Don's father, threatened her to divorce her, so she said, forget her daughter. She want to stay married. Now, so the marriage situation, that was a little new to me. I want to say I've heard it, but I thought maybe I got it mixed up with Jeannie. But anyway, so, yeah, Chris said that Mary went down and actually pressed charges. And then her mother, her parents, okay, she went down and pressed charges on Don and reported at age 13. But her mother, parent, made her go down and retract the charges. Unfreaking believable. I hope these parents of Don, Mary, Regina responsible 1,000% as well, because it's like they were hiding and protecting him, knowing these girls were hurt, disrespected, felt degraded, felt this small. But what was it? Because he was family. I wanted to keep it in the family. I wanted to, whatever happens in my house, stay in my house. Yeah, y'all, there's families out there that's like this. We have been in families on YouTube. I'm sure it's many of us that's been in a family on YouTube that people say, well, go on in my house, stay in my house. You say anything, I'm going to get you. People have had parents tell them these things, and it's very sick. No. Things like this that go into your house don't need to stay in your house. It needs to be corrected fast. It needs to get out there to authorities fast. So if somebody tell you that, if you are young and watching this, don't go by that. Don't believe that. You tell someone. You tell authorities. You tell police. You tell the next person you can immediately. Don't let no one, even your parent, tell you, well, go on to my house, stay in my house. when someone's hurting you and violating you, okay? In a disrespectful manner. But anyway, so I hope these parents are 1,000% responsible. They protected Don. They really covered this boy to the point that he does not see no wrong in what he did. He don't care about what he did. He don't have no remorse or feelings about what he did because he got away with it. Everybody protecting him. They protected Don since he was younger. So now, with people in the family not dealing with him, he feels some type of way. Because they made him feel like when he was younger doing what he did, it was okay. So now, his brain can't comprehend, my family don't deal with me now because of what I did. So what's going on? Yeah, his brain can't comprehend all of that. So that's how we got here. But anyway, so I'm glad that Mary did try. It's very sad, unfortunate, that her mother, a parent guardian, had her child go down there and recant her charge in her statement, which is very sickening to me, and yeah, undescribable feeling that Mary probably had went through. But they only made Don worse, so they didn't help him. They made him worse as an individual, and now he has more victims. And he's 10 times worse than if he would have got help when he was younger in therapy. He's 10 times worse and could be more violent. Maybe if he would have got the help he needed, he wouldn't be so bad today. But like I said, these parents are to blame as well. Okay? But yes, I wanted to address that real quick. But this family is very, very disturbed, y'all. And it's very disturbing. Okay, so now let's move on to address the new allegations. But I want to address that and get that out there because I did not know that. Yeah, so let y'all know that that's something I wanted to address. A subscriber brought to my attention. Shout out to you, Bella, for that. Wow, I'm not surprised of what new that pops up. I'm kind of feeling some type of way. I'm very upset because people think that this 5-year-old child missing, they're playing like it's a joke, and everything is sweet, and no, it's a problem here. Nothing is sweet. Nothing is good. This is not a good situation. This is not good. Yeah, this is a whole problem out here. A baby's missing, and we can't even get a straight story. We can't get the truth. So let's analyze these new allegations, and there'll be another allegation video coming out tomorrow, okay? So, a friend of Grandma said what really happened in the 3 o'clock hour. Now, after Summer went missing, Grandma left town. Okay, we're going to step one step back. Grandma left town, and Candace told us that she's not coming back. Okay, now, like I said before, could Grandma have felt some type of way? My daughter went missing 10 years ago. I couldn't deal with this pain and anguish. So, you know what? I'm going to just hit the road. Yeah, because your child missing is bringing back memories. I can't take it. Or does you know something and don't want any part of it? I don't know. With this allegation, it lets us know it was the either or. You knew something. Okay? So this is what the Grandus friend had to say. Grandus has reached out again. She said Summer became very ill after swimming, becoming cold and thirsty. Candace dropped Grandus on the groceries off at home. Grandus went to the trailer and Candace called Dawn. Candace left, met Dawn and Summer. She had Summer with her and never returned. So Summer never got out the car. Summer stayed in the car. Only Granny got out. Put the groceries in. Summer remained in the car. Allegedly ill. Candace called Dawn. Later she went and met Dawn. And Summer never returned home. She says that Candace called 911 when she got home around 5:30. So she got home around 5:30, but we know the call didn't go into 6:24. But pretending to look for her Summer. One can assume why they would not want Summer examined in life or death. Can be seen on blank yesterday. So let's go into this. Let's go on into this and let's break this down. Let's analyze this. Let's analyze this. So everybody that was with me from day one on someone else's case, y'all pay attention because I'm gonna go back. We're gonna break this down and we're gonna go back. So y'all hanging there with me real quick. Okay? Hanging there with your girl. So now this is questionable, a bit concerning. This is very concerning. For one, if this is true, Grandma, you a culprit because you at fault too. You are at fault too. You didn't call 911. You ain't try to get no help for your grandbaby. You left, knew what was wrong, knew something happened, and you knew what happened, and you didn't report it. So you just as guilty as Don and Candace. If this is true, you just as guilty, baby. But let's keep going. You're fully culprit with this. So let's keep going. Now, this is questionable, like I said, very concerned. This quote from a friend of Grandma is making me think back to the 911 call. Dispatch. This makes me go back to the first story that Don told 911 that Candace left the house, went for a run, and came back. Summer was gone. This message makes me go back to the first story Don told dispatch. That sounds more likely what happened. Candace left that home. She left that property. If this is to believed, we possibly, like I said, Don changed his story from his dispatch call. What he stated. Okay, so this makes this statement that Grandma's friend made me go back to the 911 call when Don said Candace left that house. This statement backs up Don the first time saying she left the house. Now, we questioned, did Candace take Summer or leave her there? Y'all remember we talked about these. Okay, so if we go by the 911 call, did Candace leave Summer or did she take her with her when she left? Meaning, off of the property. She's in the car and y'all drive off the property together. If we go by this quote, we would have to assume she took Summer off the property with her. Now, this was already a possibility off of Don's 911 dispatch. We suspected that Candace probably left the house. And that's gave the opportunity for Summer to go missing, right? Now we have to go back and question things. Okay? So if listening to this, we would have to believe something happened when they left. So what could have happened? Where did Candace meet Don? What did they do to her or with her? Okay? If this is true, is this a possibility? Yes, this is a possibility. Because Don's 911 call puts Candace off their property. But not with Summer. But it puts Candace off the property. And could Don have left out Candace taking Summer off the property? Yes. Because Don could have easily left that out to protect Candace, to cover for Candace, for whatever they might have done if they done anything, if this is true. Yes, he would do that to protect Candace. Yes, he would leave that out to protect Candace. Yes, he would. And he's lied before. Plenty of times before, Don has lied. So this wouldn't be out the norm of him deliberately leaving out that Candace took some out their property with her. You already put Candace off the property, Don, in 911 dispatch. This quote will go to Candace being put off their property. But you probably just left out a big detail that she took some out the property with her. That also makes sense to why after over 5,000 acres searched, no Summer. It makes you think. Okay? Y'all brain should be running right now, like mine. It makes you go back to Why we ain't came up with nothing? Why we ain't found no remnants or clothes or anything summer? Why we ain't found this baby? I mean, they done searched up 5,000 acres. No baby. So someone did remove that child off that property to another location because that house and woods around has been searched. So someone has took that child off the property somewhere else. So now I don't know if I believe the whole statement. Just analyze it. We just analyzing here. Seeing what pieces could fit, or if this could make sense. If parts, if not all of it makes sense. But yes, parts of it make sense to me. Okay? Not sure how true the illness is or her being sick. But removing Summer off property and taking Summer with her makes sense is a possible. It's very possible here. Very, very possible. That's always been a possibility. We've talked about it from the beginning. That's always been a possibility of Summer never making it there, or Candace, going by the 911 dispatch, took that baby off their property. That's always been one of the possibilities. The baby being moved off the property. Okay? Now, everything is a little sketchy, so we will take this into consideration. This information. This possibly can be true. Grandma, when she explained her story in the beginning, sounded so rehearsed. So I kind of couldn't get with the story. It just felt like a story. It felt like they all rehearsed this story with the planting of the flowers and going to the park and taking, planting of the flowers when you got back home and all this, that, and the third. See, most of that probably happened, but when it got to the home, the planting of the flowers, all that was rehearsed. I saw Grandma's message. She couldn't even type it like to make it make sense, to make it real. All of this has been a suspected story to me from Don, Candace, and Grandma. And they could never fill in the timelines. The timelines never add up from 3 to 624. I have not been able to fill in that timeline. And I'm not going to guess. That's not going to help me solve it. So they have not been able to tell us. Candace can't tell us. Don can't tell us. Granny can't tell us. Can't nobody tell us what the hell happened. And now all of a sudden, Grandma's friend wants to, this quote comes out and it fills in that 3-hour gap. How about that? Very possible. Don't know if it's true, but very possible. Because that's what's been missing, that 3-hour gap in the evening. But what happened before 624 hit when they called 911? What happened? Something happened. Where did y'all go? What did y'all do? And I've been saying this for 3 months. Now we have something to plug in and see. Let's see if it fits, if it makes sense. Okay. So their stories never made it sense. It never added up. We could tell it was a story, something they planned together. Okay. So did Candace and Don and their story change after the 911 call? Yes, because Candace and Don said Candace left the property. And then he went along with, nope, she was with Summer. They came home. They took the groceries up. She wrapped Grandma's knee. By the way, friend of Grandma said she didn't wrap her knee. Her knee was already wrapped at the hospital. Lie. Anyway, so they made up all this stuff, but they wrapping up the knee. And I had her brothers go watch her. And I went back to the 5 minutes later. And before that, we was planting flowers. And we got done. All that, it sounded scripted. Very scripted. It always sounds scripted, okay? But let's slow our roll here just a little bit. And Don's stories changed after the 911 call. He started going along with Candace and Granny's story and everything like that. And my question here, and if Don was at work and not with Summer, why would you call and we hear your 911 dispatch, but not Candace? So y'all think about that. Think about that quote. Allegedly, Granny is telling people that Candace went and met up with Don. With Summer. That would make sense that they met up together and they came back together. Whatever they did with that baby came back. And yeah, it would make sense for him to call. That's how we could possibly fit in, making sense of Don being the one that called dispatch. And while we didn't hear them say much of anything that the mama said, they only reported what Don said. This will even make sense with that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all follow me here. That would even go along with why Don was the one to call 911, because Candace met up with him and they did whatever they did, and he was the one to call. And he had to make sure, act like he got home from work early, he rushed, yada, yada, yada. But like I said, the one with the child, where whatever happened, whoever was last with the child should have been the one calling. The one at the location, right? It never made sense of Don being the one to call 911. But this quote even supports why Don would have been with Candace and why he would have been the one to call 911. Let's keep going. Still question that months later, and now we might have a logical explanation of why he called, because he was fucking there. Anyway. But yes, all of this story sounded rehearsed for Grandma to Don to Candace, and story has begun to fall apart. Their story been start falling apart and never, their story fell completely apart here. So could we finally be getting down to the truth? Yes, I think we're starting to finally get down to the truth 3 months in. They can't stick to their story. People's emotions are changed. They feeling some type of way. Guilt is setting in. So yeah, I'm hoping law enforcement is watching and can give us an update soon on what they have came up with. Because this would be the perfect time for law enforcement to start hauling asses in and interviewing. This would be the perfect time. So we're going to continue to search and boots on the ground, and we're going to continue to work on this case. We cannot say for sure if this is true, but something to take into account as another possibility. Okay, very possible. Once again, Candace will not say what was done from 3 p.m. to 6:24. She has not and won't say. And don't forget, everything from 3 p.m., stay with me here, from 3 p.m. on, has completely been deleted on all 3 of Don, Candace, and Grandus' phones. You have to wonder what the hell happened at 3:30 through 6:24 when the 911 call went into dispatch saying Candace went for a run, came back, and Summer Wells was gone. What really happened, and where did y'all really go? This quote is very possible, and it makes sense. I just broke down what all in the story it supports. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. It's your girl, Queen Talk Crime. I will be back with another video tomorrow. We're going to analyze some more things that the grandma friend has told us. Peace.